there, my name is Atlanta Kapula, and you're welcome to Inspiration High with Atlanta Kapula. Today I want to talk about it's a new season, it's a new day, fresh and early is running my way or coming my way. It's a season of power and authority. It's a new season coming my way. Okay, the new season is here. The new chapter is here. In the old, why it took long? It's because we had to cut a lot of people from the old timeline because we could not bring them into the new timeline, into the new chapter of blessings and prosperity and love and beautiful things that God is doing. Is that a bird? So, for some, it could have taken longer, for some, it could have been shorter. It's all about your obedience to God. And I know it was hard. It's hard to cut family, it's hard to cut friends that you've known for many years, over 2 decades, you never know. And but we had to do that. If the people were not right for you, if they didn't have pure intentions for you on your behalf or towards you, and if they didn't plan evil while they smiled at you, they had to be chopped. It was all about cutting the cord, cutting toxic relationships. Because the things that if God did not expose his people in front of us or to us, we would still want to see them do better. We would still want to bring them to where we are in a new chapter. And because they're toxic or because of the evil intentions that they've hidden inside their hearts, they would have clocked your blessings, they would have delayed you. Actually, your blessing wouldn't even come because they were still attached to your energy, they were still attached to you. So, hence, we had to cut them off. And for me, personally, I have cut, I think, about 95% of people in my life, family. I had to cut. It was hard realizing that actually family didn't love you as much as you loved them. They only tolerated you, but within they hated you. They wanted you gone. They wanted your glory, your energy, the God energy inside you, Christ, the gift that God has given you. I used to ask myself, why does this person hate me so much? They're doing so well in life. That's how I was going through, the struggles, the challenges, the lesson. And I was like, why? Why do they have a competition with me? Why do they hate me? Why do they not like it when people talk to me? And then I realized that no, it's not about what you have. That's part of it, but they don't like what they don't like most of all is that people love you. They love you, just love you because of your pure energy, because of you know, your aura, Jade, the way you are. They like you, because you're carrying the God energy within you. And it made sense, because I didn't think about that. And it's so sad to realize that family hates you, resents you, hold grudges, plan evil against you. So that's why I had to cut. Even the good ones that didn't do anything, I had to cut because there was a time where I felt like they want to tell me what is happening in these people's life and they want to know what's in my life so that they can report back. And I had to cut everybody. Uh, was it painful? Definitely. People I've known all my life, people I've loved, I had to cut them off. And then friendships that were over 2 decades, people I've known all my life almost, I had to cut them off because we're no longer in the same level, not level, you know what I mean? But you know what God says? Uh, and your peace, you cannot be, okay, and your people cannot be together, like people of different mindsets. When your mindset is all about not that is wrong, parties, this, or whatever. While I'm pursuing my spirituality, they pursuing something different. Like unyoked people cannot, or like birds of the same feathers. If you're not birds of the same feathers doing everything the other person does, you have to cut them. So I had to do that. That's what I did, and I don't know if you guys did that as well because obedience is better than sacrifice. Yeah, for me, I'm not gonna say I was obedient immediately. I cried. I tried to negotiate with God to say, "What do I do? Please, these people, I love them so much, loved them so much." Yeah, I don't want to go into details, but whew, it's painful when you have to cut immediate family. I'm not even talking about extended. I'm talking about immediate people that you lived with, that gave birth to you, that shared a room with you, or whatever, you know. So I had to do that and move on. And the room, they made rumors about me, ruined my name, ran my name in the mud, did all sorts of things, and I decided to keep here and keep it moving. God will deal with it. I don't wish them bad. I don't wish them anything negative. I just pray healing for them, and I pray that they turn their hearts to God, you know, because these people used to know God. They've known God once in their lives, and they were living the righteous life, you know, not that it was perfect, but yeah. Um, so that's the only prayer I have. As I was saying in my other message of the curse breaker, the curse generational curse breakers. You will be hated, you will be mistreated, your life will not be perfect, especially in the beginning, as when you're young. You'll be picked on by teachers, strangers, like your friends' mothers would not like you. I used to ask myself, oh, what was wrong with me? You know, this mother would act a certain way towards me, but not in with the other friends. And my son was talking to me about this, my older son, because he's so smart and he's so in tune and spiritually, you know, both of them actually. They were saying, "Mom, why does such and such mother treat me like this?" You know, and I remembered how I was treated, so I know the feeling. But I had to sit him down and explain to say, you know, sometimes people see what's inside you, and it triggers their demons. Either that, or it threatens them somehow, some way, you know. So just say hi, keep it moving, you know. Don't entertain how they feel or whatever. Oh, I had issues. That issues, I started picking up. This day is long, but I started picking up on even neighbors having problems. Neighbors that I've never had problems with, you know. Guys, this day is long. But you know what I realized? This revelation is that the chosen ones that are here are the starings. You know, staring in the movie, the one who calls starings. You know, when we were kids, we used to call staring the main character. Yes, the chosen ones are the main character, and then you're going to have extras that are put there to make you uncomfortable, to maybe do evil things towards you. You never know, but their job description is for a reason, because sometimes when you're too comfortable, God has to say, okay, make her uncomfortable so that she can have growth, so that she can grow, so that she can move. You know, sometimes we can be so stubborn and stuff. So I take those people in my life that have played a negative part of behavior or whatever as extras in my life. They're there to, what do you call them? To strengthen me, because you know sometimes someone said, if uh, it's a movie actor or something like that. She said, if it was not for my haters, I would have not pushed even harder to get where I am. You know, so such people don't even know that God is even using them as much as the evil or doing whatever. You know, God can use them to make you better, stronger. The people that have abused you, the people that have, I'm not saying that the things are done are right or valid, you know, but why were they there? Why did God put them there? You know, like I always say, God puts people in your life to be mirrors, you know, so that you can, like, God is so smart, like I've said. When you look at yourself, if you have not healed certain areas in this mirror, you can be triggered. Why are you triggered? Once you're triggered, you know you need healing. Oh, okay, okay. Then the other person also sees that. That's why people will hate you, because your mirror shows they are negative, you know, and they don't like that. So they start hating on you. They start, instead of learning, you know, fixing their ways, also you see things from them. That's why these extras are so important in your life, because uh, God helps you to mirror yourself, to see what where you need to learn, where you need to fix yourself. I'm not saying the abuse I went through, uh, my marriage was valid or whatever was right, but because we needed to learn something. Even in a good, healthy relationships, God still puts mirrors, with divine feminine, divine masculine, to mirror each other so that we can grow. At the end of the day, it's all about growth, okay? You cannot be the same person every single year where there's no growth, there's nothing that has changed. You need to grow. It's to challenge you to become a better human. Just like a diamond or gold or whatever, they have to, when they polish it, friction becomes the pain. They have to make it to be pure, put it in fire, just to make it purified, to remove impurities out there. And the process is not nice. You're in the heat, it's burning. Here there's an attack, here there's an attack, here there's an attack, and you're inside that fire. Okay, but remember, in that fire, you're not alone. God is with you. Jesus is with you. Okay? Remember? Abednego, Shadrach, and yeah, his name. They were not only in the fire, there were four in the fire. And the fourth person was Jesus Christ. And they were not burnt by the fire, or eaten by the lion. So take such people that play negative roles in your life too as mirrors, as your head, not headlights, what is that? Yeah, anyway, I forgot it. Your blind spot, because sometimes when you have a blind spot, God needs to show you that there's a blind spot, but to show you, he'll not say, hey, when there's a blind spot, he'll show you with the person. He'll bring a person, not that he'll bring them to hurt you or something. He'll bring somebody so that they can wake you up to say, oh, yes, this area I was neglecting it. But the reflex were there. So now I know that this person's like this. Now I can see the blind spot is already sorted out. You know what I mean? So, and that's new season. That's why you have to go through this. You have to cleanse yourself. Do cord cutting from people that were cleaning on your energy, because your energy as a pure person, as a good person, as God's person, as a positive person, has so many benefits. So that when people are connected to you, it just happens that they get to be blessed because they're connected to you. When God's blessings slow down on you, they also get to win. That's why when you leave these people and you cut cords with them, their lives, like they can feel the space or whatever, because your blessings, when you leave, you take your blessings with. This lady I follow, and I like her so much. Her name is Zibu. She wrote something powerful, to say, there are your the how did you put it? But I'm just gonna paraphrase. You can actually become rich or poor by the person you are sexually involved with. Uh, and it can work both ways. If the person is godly, living the right way, blessings are flowing, just because, especially sex is even beyond, because sex is spiritual. The moment you guys connect there, that's why they say you are married, when you have sex with whoever you're having, and DNA swaps, that his DNA stays in your body for how many months, or forever actually, and you get to sleep with the people that he slept with. Sex is complicated, guys. It's not just a physical act. And so the people you sleep with can either drain your energy, can claim your blessing, can take your blessings while you taking from them. It's an energy exchange more than anything. It's sacred energy exchange. You're exchanging energies. So if this person is living a low vibrational life, you find that he's sleeping around, he doesn't take care of himself, he's not disciplined, he's not controlled, you're gonna get those things from him. You're gonna start getting bad luck. Once you start, you must realize yourself, like realize, start ask yourself, the moment I slept with this person, how did my life change? People will have money, be rich, but the moment they sleep with the wrong person, they lose everything. Because once you connect with somebody beyond even just energetically connecting with someone here, you become close, you become friends, they get to benefit in your blessings, and also you can benefit in their curses. So God warned me to say, don't go back to the people that you left, that you've cut, because now they're going to face not everybody, okay? I don't know if people believe in the law of karma. I believe in the law of good and bad karma, but in terms of law of what you plant is what you get, what you put in is what you get out, okay? So, however you treat a person, doesn't long matter how long it takes, you're still going to that thing's going to come back like a boomerang, hit you back, whether it was good or bad, you know. So, whoever has done evil to you, whoever has messed up your name, you know, will have to pay for that. As much as you are also, even me, if I start doing evil things or gossip and stuff like that, those things will come back to me. And this blew my mind. You know, gossip is actually witchcraft beyond. Talking about someone running their name, saying negative things, because words are powerful. There's a power of life and death in the tongue. So, whatever you say about somebody else, whether it's lies or positive or negatives, it can take place in somebody's life, depending on how protected they are, okay, by God. So be careful, because that thing, if the person is protected by God, it comes back hitting you back. You know that? And when it hits you, it hits you more because you sent it out there. So be careful what you engage in. Doesn't matter how little the lie is, how little the gossip is. Yeah, so I've diverted a bit, but it was important maybe to mention this, you know. So if you decide to go back to take those people back, you're gonna start losing the benefits of your blessing, and you're gonna start if they're going through maybe karma, that karma is also going to hit you because of connection is very powerful. Who you let in your space, who you let in your presence, in your energy is so powerful, because you can either because it's all about interaction, it's all about energy exchange, yeah? Whether it's not even if it's not not sexually, but just being in somebody's presence, maybe friends or whatever, you always in the same space, you get to benefit or you get to not benefit. So be careful, and that's why God has brought us to this season. This season, we're going to meet people that are just like us, who have went through betrayal, who have went through pain, and because they have good hearts, because they trust God, they went through the whole shebang. They've just like come out at the top, or out of the on the other side of the road. Okay, uh, we'll meet people that are like us, you know. God calls them your tribe, your soul family, and you guys are going to befriend, and the friendship is going to even benefit this whole dimension, because the friendship is not based on gossip or whatever. It's based on good things, godly things, you know. And even when you meet that person, when the person starts acting out of order the other way, you still have a right to cut them off, you know, because human beings cannot be, they can change anytime, you know, that's what I mean. So it's a new season of blessings. Be careful who you bring into your energy. I don't play with that. Right now, it's me, myself, and my kids, okay? And I'm very, very particular with whoever I allow to be in my presence, you know, to be in my space, to be in my energy, or who I am, who who allows me to be their energy, or whoever I interact with, you know. It's very vital to scan. I'm not saying be always like, what if this person is going to betray me? What if, you know, once you go through healing, you realize that, no, there's good people, there's people that also need help healing and stuff like that. So in this new chapter, you're gonna start seeing God's blessings. You're gonna start seeing God's powerful miracles, powerful, you know, you're just gonna see God's hand, you know. I was just saying already, but I deleted that video. I've been seeing small, you know, sometimes they say appreciate the small things, you know, so that God can even keep on. Not that God is egotistical or anything, but a grateful heart goes a long way, you know, just to say I appreciate God for giving me life, for providing for me, you know. Today I slept in a hotel. Not that it's a weird thing. I've slept in different hotels before, but the story is gonna come maybe at a later stage of why I'm here. And but it's something I didn't plan, and just somebody decided to just bless me, just to come here, and it's small things that matter at the end of the day. That's why God says also we must celebrate small wins and big wins. And I spoke about this message in this channel, because small wins encourage you to go after those big wins, So if you keep on putting pressure on yourself, no matter how much what battle you fight and you win and you continue and you don't sit down and look at what God has done for you and thank Him, how you gonna celebrate those big wins? Not that they're not coming. So let's be really grateful and thank God for bringing us into this new chapter of our lives, and we're going to do greater things. We thank God for everything. I thank God for everything, every single thing, from me being able to walk, for me being able to still do things at this age, to be healthy, to be strong, to my children, to feel love, pure love, because love heals everything. Where love is, no negativity can reside. God is love. Love is a powerful force, powerful, it's energy. It can actually influence a negative room. Like when you're carrying the God energy, wherever you go, you just bring that powerful love energy. You know, that's why people will look at you. Some of them, they will feel the energy shift as soon as you enter the room, as soon as you walk, they'll just feel that God energy. So let's continue pursuing to carry that God's energy, do right by people, because how you treat the other how you treat the next person is how you treat yourself. If you don't respect people, it's because you don't respect yourself. If you're so rude, it's because you're rude to yourself. That's why when we heal, we heal the rest of the community, because once you heal from trauma or whatever you went through, you're not going to bleed on the wrong people. And when I used to like smiling. Actually, I do, but just smile at strangers, compliment something I used to like. It just comes naturally, and you never know how much that small compliment can change somebody's life. People are going through, guys. After the pandemic, things went south for a lot of people. So let's try to be nicer, and it must not be forced. It must come naturally. Let's be considerate, community people. Let's not shout at people because of working jobs that we consider not to be respected, by the community. Let's be nice to people, period. Whether they're a gardener, whether they're a cleaner, whether they're a tailor, you know, let's just treat people as they're supposed to be. How would you feel if you were in a low position where maybe you had to leave your job, you lost your job, and you have to go work now at ShopRite, for instance, because situations force you? Okay, how would you feel if somebody treats you that like that? Maybe you were once somebody big and you treated these people low with like very rudely because you thought that maybe they are of lower class. Let's treat people the way they're supposed to, and you may never know who you're entertaining. You might be, that Bible verse that says you might be entertaining God or angels by being nice to people where that we consider of lower class, or you know what I mean. So let's treat each other well, and let's spread God's love. Let this dimension, earth, transcend into love. Let love flow around this place, in this dimension. Let it uplift everybody up, those that are down. Let their spirits be lifted up, because it's not going to last, okay? Whatever you're going through, your situations will transform, your situation will change, and yeah, 24:30. Oh, I've never done such a long video, but it was needed. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. I love you guys so much and appreciate you, and have a great day. Bye.